It's Monday. Monday Minute Message. Monday Minute Message. Hey guys, what's up? It's Cece, and I'm back here again on I Am Not My Yesterday. And I have a wonderful message for you on this Monday. And it simply is to tell you, do not be afraid. Stop being scared. What is holding you back from fulfilling your purpose, fulfilling your dreams? Last episode, I told you, don't quit. But some of us don't have the option to quit because we've never started because we're too afraid. So I just want to leave you with this scripture today. This is one of the scriptures that I have been standing on the last few weeks because I myself was terrified. If you would have told me that I would get before a camera and I would talk to hundreds, eventually millions of people through YouTube, through Facebook, I would have told you I was crazy because I do not like talking to people. I am not a great public speaker. And people tell me all the time, oh my gosh, you're so amazing. You seem so confident. That's because I had to reach down deep inside of me and pull up whatever it was that God had put in me. So the scripture I want to give you today is Joshua 1:9. I'm just going to read it to you. It says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Again, be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. This time I'm going to read it straight through. Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Whatever you do, God will be with you. See, we can't be too afraid to do what God has told us to do. Because if we are, and if we continue to be too afraid, we'll never fully walk out in our purpose. We'll never help that person that God has put in our path for us to help. And it is easy for somebody to tell you, stop being scared. You need to just go out and do it. But what they don't understand is there's been some things in our life that have put that fear on us. And I am not my yesterday because I had to realize I am not every situation that I went through in my past. I'm not the alcoholism problem. I'm not the pill popping issue. I'm not the girl who was being molested. That's not me anymore. I am this amazing woman that has so much to give to the world, and I can't be afraid. I have to trust that everything that I do, God is going to be with me. And that's what I'm telling you. You cannot be afraid anymore. You have to step out on faith and get rid of that fear. Step out on faith and get rid of your fear. I am telling you that because I had to do it. I had to quit caring what people was going to say about me. Let me let you in on something. They're going to talk about you whether you do it or you don't. So how about you do it and you give them something a little extra to talk about? Because I know what God told me. I know that God told me I'm going to stand before millions of people and I'm going to deliver people. I'm going to bring a word that is going to heal them. But I can't be afraid. I cannot be afraid of what people are going to say. I cannot be afraid of the no's that I may get, because behind every no is another yes. Or two yeses. You know why? Because God sees that you are trying. But if you never try, how is God going to bring you out of the situation? See, many of us are stuck in poverty, are stuck in lack because we are fearful, because we are afraid to get up and do what God has called us to do. But that word says, have I not commanded you? God has commanded you to do it. So guess what? You have to do it anyway. And even if you don't do it, he's going to send somebody else out to do it. And one day you're going to look up and be like, that was my dream. I was supposed to do that. But guess what? You didn't. So God found somebody else who was going to do it. I refuse to look up and people have the same title of the books that I have. I refuse to look up and somebody speaking the same words that God put in me to speak. I cannot be afraid anymore. Fear is failure. Do not be a failure because you are afraid. I'd rather fail at trying than fail at never trying. You have to stop being afraid and step out there. God is going to provide you everything that you need when you quit being afraid. If I cared about how many people was going to watch my videos, I can't do it. I'm too nervous. I don't know. No, I had to get past that. I really had to say, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to sit down in my prayer room. I'm going to record these videos, and I'm not going to be afraid anymore. And you know what that has done? That has allowed me to be a blessing to so many people. And in turn, they have been a blessing to me, just telling me how much I have motivated them. That dream that you have, that goal that you have to get out there and you have to do it. You cannot be afraid. If God is telling you to go back to school, don't be afraid. And school is not for everybody. But if God is telling you that you're going to be this amazing barber and you're going to deliver people while you're cutting their hair, go to school. Sign up for those barber classes. And if you don't have the finances, God will make a way. If God is telling you to write that book, write that book. If he's telling you to write that song, write that song. You just got to do it. Quit being afraid. And sometimes it's not people being lazy. It's not people procrastinating. It's people simply afraid to step out. Do not be afraid. You have to go do it. This is me again, just telling you on this beautiful Monday, don't be afraid. Step out on faith. Fulfill that dream. Fulfill that promise. And I promise you, you reaching your goal, you stepping out on fear, you forgetting about what everybody has to say, you not being afraid anymore, it's surely going to be a blessing to somebody. You're not only going to bless somebody else, but you're going to be blessing you. Don't be afraid. Hey, before you go anywhere, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Make sure that you share this with your friends, your family. It's going to be a lit channel, y'all. I'm ready to be transparent.